So today's video is going to be my yearly favorites video. I'm gonna be going through all of my most used top favorite makeup of 2023, which is so crazy to think about because COVID was 4 years ago. What? I feel like it was 4 days ago. But then I also feel like that was a lifetime ago. I don't know. Honestly, no, it feels like it was just yesterday. I feel like I can't escape it, honestly. No, just kidding, universe. That's not what I mean, that's not what I mean. Do not give me COVID, please. I am out of it today, so this is going to be an interesting video. I'm also drinking a shit ton of coffee. Why? I don't know. But I'm so excited to film this video because I love talking about my favorite stuff, but I extra love talking about my extra favorite stuff. I obviously am a creature of habit. I say this at the beginning of all of my favorite yearly favorites videos. So of course I still absolutely love everything I talked about in my last year's favorites. So I'm gonna link my 2022. Yes, I'm gonna link my 2022 yearly favorites video down below, so definitely check that one out after this one, if you haven't. These are holy grail status. This is the best of the best. Would not use anything else in 2023. So let's dive right in. Okay, so for me, the foundation launch of the year was definitely the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Skin Tint. This is incredible. Honestly, feels so much more expensive than it is. I love everything about it. The finish is so pretty. It is a little scary looking when you look at it straight in the bottle because it has like a very intense sheen in the bottle. You almost see like the pearlescent like ribbons throughout the foundation, but you don't really see that on the skin. On the skin it just looks so glowy, but in a very subtle way that it almost looks velvety and satiny. There's like this obvious glow to your face without looking glittery or like wet. It is so beautiful, and I feel like it would work for a lot of different skin tones because it doesn't feel heavy on my skin at all, and it's not something that's too hydrating or greasy, so I still think that this might work for oily skin. I find that it layers well, the coverage is amazing, it evens out the skin tone, it covers up my pimples. It is overall a great A+ product, and I definitely think this was like the best foundation launch of the year, drugstore or high-end. And I think it launched in 2023, right? Yes. These obviously aren't products that launched in 2023. These are products that I really loved in 2023, but I thought it was amazing that I loved it so much, and it also launched last year. Can't believe I'm saying that. This is like my favorite primer for a third year in a row now. 3 years? No, my second year? I wanna say Tower 28 overall was my favorite brand of 2023. I love their branding, I love their unique products. Sometimes we see makeup brands launch the same things over and over, and I feel like Tower 28 keeps me on my toes, I don't know. They put a lot of thought into their ingredients and into their products, and I feel like, I don't know, they're kind of changing the game a little bit. I really love their Intensive Rescue Serum. I use this as a primer. I know it's not a primer, but it looks flawless under every single foundation I own, so I use it all the time. I've gone through a couple of these, and I use it up quite quickly. And then I also really fell in love with the Suntouchable Wow Glow from e.l.f. this year. Guys, you don't need the super goop stuff anymore, okay? Because e.l.f. makes it for a fraction of the cost, and it is just as good. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's SPF 30. I wish it was SPF 40, SPF 50, but it's still so pretty. I love it so much, I use it anyway. It's a great makeup primer. Makeup looks really beautiful on top of this, plus you're protecting your skin from the sun, and it is the #1 anti-aging product. Do not skip out on your SPF, guys. We're getting older. The sun wrinkles us like a freaking prune, and we need to wear SPF every single day under our makeup, please. And this is a great one that doesn't mess with your makeup, and we love that. So definitely a yearly favorite. Going back to Tower 28, this is why I say that they were like my 2023 brand. I fell in love with this freaking concealer, guys. This is their Serum concealer, and I was using this like a foundation. I love this so much. I was loving it more towards the later part of the year. But these guys, oh my gosh, I love these guys. I am constantly traveling up and down, and I find that a lot of the times I will break my makeup in my makeup bag. So I depend on a lot of cream products these days, and I swear these are my favorite little things. You can literally throw them in your suitcase, in your makeup bag. These are not gonna break. Plus, there's no mirror. I don't know if that's a deal breaker for you. It might be for some of you, but I love that there's no mirror because I cannot break the mirror. Therefore, I cannot get any bad luck. This is the Tower 28 Sculptino bronzer. I have mine in the shade Getty, and it is the perfect contouring bronzer without being too cool toned. It is stunning. I love the formula. It's super hydrating. It's perfect for my dry skin. It's not greasy, but it does have like a slightly dewy finish. Just looks so pretty on the skin. I'm obsessed. And then their blushes are amazing. They also have kind of a dewy finish without being sticky or greasy. They stay in place all day. This one is my go-to. I use it all the time. This was hands down my most used blush in 2023. This is Magic Hour, and it is just the perfect everyday shade. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. Just a very light wash of this, and I love that it gives a glow to the cheeks without being like slippy or greasy. Like I said, like the glow on my cheeks is just this blush. I don't have any highlight on my face. I love the formula of these. I took this one with me to Punta Cana in the summertime, and it was amazing. This one is the Dream Hour blush. I believe it was limited edition for the Barbie movie when it came out, but it's amazing. I love it. Hot pink blush really made a comeback in 2023. Everybody was wearing hot pink blush, and I gotta say, this one was my go-to. I used this blush so much last year, so much so that I'm mentioning it in this video because I am not really like a bright pink blush girl, but this shade is everything. It's such a soft baby doll pink. The formula on this is so buttery and smooth. This is the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush in Candy Clouds. I love that name. We had a nail polish named Candy Clouds over at Light Slacker. But this formula is so buttery, and it really is a blurring blush. As you start to apply it on your cheeks, you see like your pores disappear. It's the softest, creamiest matte ever. The most beautiful matte ever. Quite literally the opposite of dry. It is a great formula and a beautiful color. It looks like such a soft pink on the cheeks, truly like a ballerina. I love it, and I love those blushes overall. Like all of them have a really great formula. If you're not into pinks like that, I'm sure there's a color like in that collection that you would like. Another cream product I used a lot in 2023 was the cream Nars Laguna bronzer. This is the original one, which for some reason is Laguna 2 and not just Laguna, even though it's the original one. I don't get it. But I love this cream bronzer when I want a very sculpted glam makeup look because it just chisels the cheeks. I love the color. It's deep, but it blends really well. I love it so much. It's the cream bronzer I'm wearing right now, and it is the best. I love this formula. You can apply like a big old splotch, but then it blends out really well. It's not as easy breezy beautiful cover girl as this one, because this one you apply in pim pam pum. It's more for everyday, fresh makeup, you know. This is more for my glam days, and I love it. Jumping back to concealer, because I've been going up and down everywhere these days, I'm a little traveling gal. I fell back in love with my, I was gonna call this the Nars Instant Age Rewind. It might as well be a Nars Instant Age Rewind because this feels high-end. The Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer is so good. It is the perfect everyday concealer. It brightens up your under eye. The formula is so nice. It blends so easily. I don't find it to be like too creasy. Like it doesn't really settle into the lines that bad. It's awesome. It has this little sponge on top. Sure. It's probably gross and non-sanitary after a while, but it's just so easy. You know, a little this, a little this, and bada bing bada boom. You can do it in the car. It's the best. I also fell in love with the Dominique Cosmetics concealer this year. There's something about this little metal applicator and just like waking up in the morning and doing your makeup and feeling this little cold applicator under your eyes. I really like it. The formula is really good too. I have mine in the shade Almond Milk. This one is very brightening and I love it for that. The formula is super smooth. It's just really good. I also used this so much in 2023. This is the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener in the shade Light. When I have really bad ojeras, when I start to feel like I look more like my dad's side of the family, I bust this baby out. Literally everybody on my dad's side of the family has like raccoon eyes. God bless. Mine are not as bad as theirs. Or my father's. Thank you, Mom. But sometimes my under eyes get really purpley, and this is such a good under eye brightener. It truly just like awakens the under eye. I don't know what it is about it. I love the consistency. It's super lightweight, doesn't have too much coverage, but just like makes you look so awake. I love this. Okay, so I would say I am the exact opposite of a highlighter girl. I'm not one to really highlight the face anymore. I do love a glowy face, but I usually want that from like my blush or something. I do love a glowy blush. But anyway, this highlight made me completely fall in love with highlights again this year. This is the iconic London Rollaway Glow Liquid Highlighter in the shade Champagne Chic, and it looks like an old school 90s lip gloss. It is the most beautiful, glossy, dewy, metallic, but not like dry and shiny and cracky. Stunning formula ever. Oh my god, so dewy and beautiful, like you're beaming. Oh my gosh, I would like rub this all over my collarbones and everything. This is so incredible. I hope they still have this. I bought this off of the Ulta website. I love this so much. It is probably my favorite liquid highlighter that I've ever tried. It's so good. You guys know I like my brow hairs aplastado, flat. I like the feathery brow look. And this right here gives me my favorite little feathery brow look. This is the best eyebrow applicator of all time. If you don't have it, you need it. You heard it here first. This is the e.l.f. Brow Lift Applicator, and it is amazing. It has the spoolie on one side, and then it has the little flat spatula on the other. And it is perfect. I just take my gel, run it through my brows, take the squisher side and just like flatten my brows and press and push so that my brow hairs like stick to my face and they're like glued on there. And then I take this side with a little spoolie and I go like this so I don't look too crazy. I use the spoolie end to clean up the brow, make sure all the brow hairs are like facing the same way, make sure none of them are like stuck together, you know. This is the key to the perfect feathery brow look. You need this type of applicator because even if you do apply a really intense gel to your brows, if you're not like pressing and pushing and all that, it's not gonna stay feathery all day. A spatula is important. Or your finger. But anyway, I love that so much, and I have been loving the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. It's so good. I love that it's little, fits everywhere I throw it, and it's just a great formula. It gives me the perfect feathery brow look the entire day without feeling crunchy or crusty. It's amazing. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my last year's favorites video, but I used it so much this year I have to mention it. This is the Kosas Cosmetics Cloud Set Powder in Airy. This is what I'm talking about, that I break all my shit. It is just clunking around in my makeup bag, and so things like this break, but I love this powder for my under eyes. I swear it's like the only pressed powder that doesn't look dry on my under eyes. I'll usually have to go for like an RCMA no color powder, something loose so it looks a little bit more airy for my dry skin, but I can like press this shit into my skin. I can like press it in and it still doesn't look dry. I love this powder so much. Super thin, lightweight, brightening, beautiful. I love it. And I especially love applying it with this guy. This is my little beauty blender sponge thing. I just press it right in and it looks flawless and wonderful. I cannot be without this anymore. This has been like one of my favorite discoveries ever because it applies my under eye powder so beautifully and just really brightens. Oh my god, I love that little sponge and powder duo. Obviously, I don't have to talk about this. I don't have to tell you guys that it was my favorite palette of the year because I literally did not use anything else. My Il Makiage Disco Fox palette is hands down my most used palette of 2023. I have it on my eyes right now, but I do have another eyeshadow on the center of my lid that I'm gonna talk about in a second. But this is of course my favorite palette and I've talked about it enough, so I'm not gonna bore you, but I will discuss these because even though I discovered these later in the year, they blew me away. And I want to like scream this from the rooftops. I want to write a letter back home to my mama about how much I absolutely love and adore and fell in love with these. And I swear if you buy these, you won't regret it. The LA Girl Shade Shifter Duochrome eyeshadows are the best duochrome eyeshadows I've ever used, and they're from the drugstore. They're like $8, which is wild considering how crazy expensive shit is these days. Even $8 for LA Girl is a little steep, but I mean, that just shows you how crazy things are right now. But a duochrome eyeshadow that feels like freaking Pat McGrath, yeah, sign me up. This one in Sunset is hands down my favorite because look at this. You see how it's like, wow, pink. What? That's green. That's full on green. Boom, no, it's pink. Just kidding, it's green. It's so duochrome. Like the duochrome is there. It's duochroming, you know what I mean? Like I said, Sunset is my favorite, but these are also really beautiful. This one is Topaz. That's not even the color of Topaz. And this one is Jade. And they are so stunning. I love these so much, guys. You don't even need water, glitter glue. They're beautiful. One swipe wonders. The only one out of the 4 that I have that doesn't have like the most intense duochrome, or not that it doesn't have an intense duochrome. The shades are so similar that it's not such an intense shift, but it's definitely a duochrome. Like this is the one that I have on my lids right now. I have it all over my entire lid, and you can see it's like a really gorgeous purple, but when I move it around, it turns into this like stunning bronzy champagne. It's so beautiful, and these types of eyeshadows look so nice on your eyes because it almost creates like a halo eye effect without you trying anything, because the center of your eye, since it like pops out, it looks like the most like metallic-y there. It's so pretty, see? I love them so much, and this one is beautiful. It's called Aura. you need them. Okay, so Lemonhead Los Angeles is a brand I've talked about a million times because their Houdini Space Paste is the best glitter to ever exist. And they have this little space case that I used a lot this year, also towards the end of the year, but they have the best glitters ever. So I just needed to mention this because I have been dabbling into this little guy like so much. Okay, here's my statement. The Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray is the best setting spray in the entire world, across the board of all setting sprays ever. It keeps my makeup on all freaking day. I wish I was a surfer. I wish I did go surfing, because I bet you this shit would keep my makeup on. It has the best spritz. Oh, so fine. Oh my gosh. You never get a squirt in the eye, ever. It is amazing. And for that alone, I love you. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about Pat McGrath Contour Lip Liner. I'm not gonna sit here for the 15th year in a row and talk about how I have yet to find a freaking lip liner formula that is better than Pat McGrath. Because I know you guys are so over it at this point. But I just wanna say that I have yet to find a lip liner formula that lasts as long as Pat McGrath. So for the 75th year in a row, Pat McGrath Contour, Pat McGrath lip liners in general are the winners in the lip liner category, hands down. I will say I have discovered new favorites this year. I love Nude Venus. That was a newer launch. That one is a great color. And this one in Living Legend is a stunning color as well. Definitely like my favorite fall lip liner from Pat McGrath, Living Legend. You guys need it. It's so good. But I am gonna give a quick little mini shout out to the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shapers because these are so good. I love the Lip Injection Extreme. That's also another favorite of mine this year. Honestly, it doesn't matter which Too Faced lip injection you get as long as it's the extreme one. Maximum Plump. That one is the best. Those are my favorite lip injection glosses. They're amazing for someone who is too scared to get real lip injections. And so they came out with lip injection lip liners and they burn and they're delicious, but they give you a little plump. I really, really love the shade Puffy Nude. I used it so much in 2023, as you can tell. It's just such a good formula and I love that burn. So I had to give them a shout out because I used them a ton. And then I will say 2023, I fell in love with lining my lips and then leaving my lips kind of bare and adding a gloss on top. I fell in love with the whole kind of 90s, I guess, but that trend of having just lip liner and then gloss, which I know has been around for years and years and years and everybody does that, but it was never something I really ever did and I fell in love with it in 2023. And I think what I love about it is that even when your lips are the crustiest and the dustiest, your lips don't look that bad with that kind of like lip technique, because my lips are so dry and chapped right now. And you can definitely see like my lips are chapped. But since the only thing that's on the center of my lips is my gloss, it's not really settling into the lines. I'm not getting that butthole lip that a lot of lipstick gives me. So honestly, I've been ditching the lipstick. I've been ditching the lipstick in 2023 and I have been doing just straight lip liner, a little bit of a fade, and then lip gloss or lip oil on top. And honestly, again, this is another product that I fell in love with like later towards the year, but these are my freaking favorite. The Milani Fruit Fetish lip oils are the best. They are the best because they have the perfect amount of pigment, like just enough pigment. It's not too oily, it's not too sheer, but yet it's not too pigmented. It's still like juicy and oily. Oh my god, they're so good. And I don't find that they slip all over your mouth. They're like the perfect consistency. These are amazing. You guys need to run out and get them. And it's such a bummer that my favorite one was limited edition for the holidays. This one just came out. It's Cranberry Currant and it's like this sheer cherry mocha red with this beautiful glitter. But I'm currently wearing the shade Lychee Nectar, and I love this color so much. It's the most beautiful sheer, barely there mauve, and it just looks so good. These have been my go-tos recently. Just a little bit of a lip liner, throw this on in the center, and your lips look juicy mamacita. Everybody needs these. If you haven't tried them, please. They're so good. Okay, guys. We're done with makeup. I have to give a shout out to the pistachio body butter from Pistache Skincare. This is hands down my favorite body cream, body lotion, body butter of 2023. This smells beautiful. It'll bring me to tears. It smells like delicious almondy pistachio cookies. It's so good. The formula is great. It's so hydrating. It sinks right into the skin. I love everything about this, and you can get it on Amazon. It's pretty affordable. I'm actually gonna link my Amazon storefront down below. I have one of those, just being very transparent with you, but you don't have to get it through my link. Just get it because it is so good. If you're into body butters and the scent of pistachio, you will eat this shit up. It is a gourmand lover's dream. And I wore a lot of body butters in 2023. That one was my favorite. Bianco Latte though, the Bianco Latte one, coming in hot. Out of all the hair products I tried in 2023, this is the one that blew me away. This is hands down my favorite hair product. Maybe ever. The Super Milk Conditioning Hair Primer from Lush smells amazing. I don't even care about the formula. Honestly, I don't even think it does shit for my hair. It is my favorite hair product and the formula is alright. It's insane. This smells like lemon cupcake. Not like lemon tart candy, like lemony cupcakes. Warm, delicious. And the best part is that it lasts in your hair for days. I get compliments on how good my hair smells all the time. And it'll be like 3 days after I apply this in my hair. It's crazy. Like, trust me. Put this in your hair, okay? Put this in your hair. You have a crush at school, you have a crush at work. Put this in your hair, stand in front of a fan. Let him or her be standing there and then you just like stand in front of a fan. A fan has to be present because if the person is like far away, they need to like really smell it, you know? Otherwise, if they're standing right next to you, you don't need a fan. They're gonna smell it anyway. But this crush is far. Walk in front of a fan and you will see that the scent is going to literally choke them. Choke them. Hit them in the face. This stuff is so good. So good. It smells just incredible. Speaking of scents and things that smell good, I will say 2023 was the year of perfume talk for me. Perfume talk and book talk towards the end of the year, but all of 2023 I was obsessed with perfume talk, and I will say that I've been obsessed with perfumes for years. If you go back on my channel, I've had perfume collection videos for years. I've been obsessed for years, but my passion for perfume kind of died a little bit throughout the years, and perfume talk just really brought it back. It brought it back stronger than ever. And so I first want to give a shout out to the perfume I feel like really helped me fall back in love with perfumes. This one and Missing Person, Fleur Missing Person and Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is the first one that I bought and that I posted a review on TikTok, and so many of you guys were like, okay, now review this one, try this one, and then I kind of just like fell in love with perfume all over again. I know that this one isn't for everyone, and it's not like my favorite scent of all time, but it's such a clean, crisp, delicious, fresh pistachio, and I find it to be really, really unique. I love it, and it just like reminds me of perfume talk and falling in love with perfumes all over again. But the perfumes of 2023 for me, and I'm really, really sorry because they are very pricey, these are definitely the top 2 most worn, most used, most loved in 2023. Again, towards the later end of the year, but this will be my favorite for years and years and years to come. This is Bianco Latte from Giardini di Toscana. You can get a sample of this off of LuckyScent.com. I have a code with LuckyScent, which by the way, it's not an affiliate code. I don't get paid if you use that code, but you do save 10% off. Not sponsored, not affiliated. They just made a code for me so that you guys can use, and it is Kathleen Lights, and you save 10%. But yeah, they sell samples on the Lucky Scent website, so you can sample this before buying it, and I highly recommend you do so if you are a gourmand lover. If you love vanillas, caramels, smelling like buttercream frosting, you will love this. This is the best gourmand perfume I have ever smelled, and it lasts hours and hours and hours on your clothes. I have never gotten the compliments that I've gotten with this. I made an entire TikTok about it, so I don't want to go on and on and on and on, but on multiple occasions people have stopped me to ask me what I'm wearing. I had one friend who told me I smelled like a Willy Wonka chocolate factory, which is weird because I mean this doesn't smell like chocolates, but I understood where they were getting at with like the Willy Wonka vibes. I had another friend tell me that I smelled like Main Street in Magic Kingdom, like in Disney World, that bakery. But for the most part, people just tell me I smell incredibly delicious. And it has incredible performance. It projects, it lasts. It's the best gourmand in the world. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, like not gourmandy at all, but still so incredible, I don't know what, from DS and Durga is my favorite fragrance enhancer ever. This is supposed to be layered with other perfumes. I have to be honest, there's something about the pocket perfume, I'm gonna put it here, that I love a little bit more. I don't know if it's because I just have that one in my purse, so I'm constantly layering it with other perfumes, but I feel like that one is a little bit more potent because it's a perfume oil. But regardless, this is the best. Oh my god. I could cry, I swear. This perfume does things to me that I can't explain. It's a musky, skin-like, everyday, sexy, romantic, bergamot-y, fresh perfume. I don't know how to explain it. It has the perfect name because it is the best I don't know what kind of perfume. And I love that it's so unisex. Like you can buy it for you and your partner and then you can share it, and then it's just like romantic because it's like the perfect cozy scent. I love it so much, and it's definitely the kind of scent that I think smells better the longer it's on your skin. So even if you spray it right away and you're like, as it wears, it just gets, oh my god, it's incredible. Okay, so really quick, I want to give a huge shout out to Lights Lacquer because 2023 was super special for us and we've been growing as a team and it's been such an incredible project to work on. Lights Lacquer has my whole heart. The other day somebody told me, fuck, marry, kill, nail polish, books, and perfumes, and I could not do that. I was like, no. I just can't. I am obsessed with nail polish, as you guys know, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Lights Lacquer, especially Mrs. Darling. I was thinking about what my favorite shade of 2023 was, and it has to be Mrs. Darling, hands down. This is honestly the best polish for those lip gloss nails. Lip gloss nails were super, super trendy this year, and it honestly works for so many different skin tones. You know, like that beautiful, like bubble bath lip gloss nail trend, you know, I'm telling you, you guys need Mrs. Darling. I would say that was probably our best shade to launch in 2023. It's like killing it. That shade is like one of our best sellers of the year. So shout out Mrs. Darling. Okay, sorry, we are getting to the end here. So like I said, I also fell in love with book talk in 2023. Even if it was towards the end of 2023, I fell in love with books this past year. And honestly, it started with this guy. And to be honest, I think I might have read this at the end of 2022. So I don't even know if this is a 2023 favorite. Did I read it in 2023? I feel like I read it in January 2023, so it counts. But this is the book that made me fall back in love with reading because I hadn't read a book in so long. So this is Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights book. I took off the, because I hate like those like loose covers, and I loved that this book was like brown and really cute. But this book is such a chilled, amazing, easy read. This is the kind of book that you can take on the beach. I see some people reading the craziest shit on the beach, like things that'll just like rip your heart out, and I'm like, how are you reading that on the beach? I need shit like this on the beach, okay? This is like a perfect, easy coffee shop read, okay? And at first I didn't want to read this book because I'm not really into autobiographies or biographies or anything like that, but this book is so much more than that. It's more than Matthew McConaughey. It's kind of like a life lesson, and it is so good. I actually hear that the Audible version of this is good because he's the one narrating it, and we all love Matthew McConaughey's voice. I haven't heard the Audible version of it, but I hear it's good. So if you're not a big reader, maybe listen to it on Audible. But yeah, I love Green Lights. I highly recommend. Highly recommend. And then the best book that I read in 2023 is A Court of Mist and Fury. This is the best book I've ever read in my entire life. This book has changed my life, and that's all I'm gonna say. It is the second book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, which the first book is really good, but nowhere near the freaking masterpiece that is the second book. So I know I've already talked about this. Honestly, this is all I talk about now. This is my personality now. So I just had to mention it. Best freaking book of 2023. But yeah, guys, that's it. I know this was a super long video, but I just wanted to go through everything I really loved and used a lot in 2023. And I hope you discovered some good stuff in this video and maybe you check some stuff out. These are definitely holy grail products for me. And I'd love to know what your favorites were in 2023. Give me a little list down below. Let me know what your must-haves, your tippity top favorites are. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. Thank you so much for hanging on and sticking with me throughout the years. It's been a journey. It's been quite the journey, and I've been on YouTube forever, and I've had like the same subscribers for so long, and I love you guys so much. So thank you for sticking with me through a rough year, which, like I said earlier in the year, I'm going through a lot of personal stuff, and when the time is right, I will talk about it. But thank you so much for the love and support that you guys show me every single year. I love you so much. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, like I would be nowhere without you guys. So we thank you. We appreciate it. White PT? White? They're so sweet. Look at the people. They're so sweet. They're friends, PT. Look, they're friends. But anyway, guys, that completes this video. These were my tippity top favorites of 2023. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I will have people complimenting how good my smear health. How good my smear health. What is that called? Because I cannot tell you how often that happens to me. I like accidentally switch the first two. Always. Anyway, another cream product I used so much in 2023. I want to say Toower.